And just thought I'd make a quick, small video. I hadn't made one almost a week, but yeah, I guess I kind of want to put this kind of out there on Twitter thing, not just for YouTube, because there's usually more people on the Twitter thing than there are on YouTube. But apparently, I think between me and my wife here, I've come to the conclusion what's really going on, with some of this stuff. And I had some time to think about this because, you know, uh, you know, I can't help but what you know what y'all if y'all want me to lie and tell white lies, you know I hate to do that to you because it's not me, and and as much as I want to, you know, my wife, she's got a sweeter voice than I do. Of course, I can talk low when I want to too, but you know, uh, naturally, I'm, got a louder tone, as most people probably know by now. But y'all that's been out here, especially in Decatur, um, Tennessee, have, I told my wife earlier, it's kind of these things where I'm not saying you can't be on any medicine because I'm on some, but I have to draw a line in the sand because I have to realize that there ain't many like my wife or that, and I used to know Connie. You know, they ain't many like them, and it took me a while. I know one of the touchiest things for my wife to talk about was her people treating us like they was, and they still do it. We put it all to bed, just quick and simple. We put it all to bed, and we moved on from that. Now, but it took a while. But I told my wife, I said it's not me and it's not her, and I understand where she comes from. Well, Derek, it's true. I don't want to sit in front of another person telling me what to do. I already know what to do. I already know what to do right. I already know what's not to do. I know what's on the other end. If I do it the wrong way, it's going to be worse. All I've tried to do anytime I've seen my wife bring any one of you people in here is I've tried to do the exact same thing my dad would have told you. It ain't my problem if y'all have made out with other people and had your own little kids and stuff with other people. I really will make this clear the nicest way possible. I don't want that in that mess. You know, if I had to say myself, like I told my wife earlier, I need to come with a warning label because apparently most women cannot handle, being honest. At least the ones I've seen, and I know, especially the ones on the Twitter machine. I know they like to get on here and they like to talk about them needing gas money and yet they've got a car sitting right there. Most of the time that's what they say. I don't know whether they do or not. I'm sitting, I'm here at the house. But no, I'm like my wife. I'm getting tired of little monkeying around in the ring around the rosy thing too. I mean, you know, and I told her earlier. I said I'm not going to change my view on things and tell you what y'all want to hear. If it's the right thing, and it's what you expect me to say, then apparently you're doing things right. But if you're telling me your story, I am listening, by the way. But it's, you know what, and I don't, and my wife and knows this, and a lot of people, trust me, around here in Decatur knows this too, because we have a lot of these kind of people kind of comes up in here. They look at me or my wife and they think, oh, uh, they just want to ride home, like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. But especially when she picks out certain somebody and they start talking to her, she tries to make good conversation. What she tells about herself and what she tells about me might not be enough. I mean, it wouldn't be enough for 5 minutes. I told her it's the only thing that's missing is that they have to come up in here and talk, you know, or something. I have, you know, she said, Derek, you'd make a good stepdad, and I'd like to be, I like to kind of, even though I didn't give you birth and everything and all that, I'd like to be, thought of as a stepdad or something. But you know, so far, and my wife here, she'd probably make a pretty good stepmom to herself. She's been in those Hawaii places where I hadn't really, and I don't intend on it because like I said, they can't do nothing no more than anybody else. If you're the one that's having to be told this and that with a stranger sitting in front of you, and they're having to tell you how to live your life when you should already know how to do those things, then that's something pretty messed up in that. Because I can guarantee you they probably go home at night and they probably wonder themselves, hey, did I really help these people? Did I help this person? Because, you know, they tell you a lot of stuff. And, these people like this, as I dubbed her, I'll just call it a drug addict. But, she act like uh, she's on something anyhow. Um, but just too much mood swings, too many fires in the pot. Well, Derek, I can do my best, but my best ain't gonna be good enough if you know y'all you know you mistake me for a mute button or something like that, and you just if you just want me to tune you out, I can do that. Oh, I do it sometimes, but I try not to tune people out because I know, well, Derek can be rude. Well, so far the way I've been treated by these people, I'm not very happy. And I'm not very happy with how they've been treating either one of us. You know, and so I just kind of thought, well, you know, if it can't be simple, of course, there's a lot of things too. There has to be some things in common. There has to be some things, that's, you know, our dislikes have to pretty well match. I just ain't gonna let anybody up in here opposites attract kind of deal or whatever. And that don't work. I told my wife earlier tonight. I said, she probably better off getting her somebody to be her girlfriend or something and taking her shopping or something. Leave me home because apparently I can't do I can't do good enough for anybody. But she's like, no, I don't want to do that, and I understand. I mean, because she knows me and she wants me and her both to be happy. I understand that, and you know, unfortunately, like I kind of said before, I kind of thought there might be somebody out there within the Twitter or or something might come across one of these videos. Maybe they might like somebody who's, like me and her. Like I said, we're handicapped. We don't have a lot of money, but we. And I was telling her earlier, one thing that would have to change is, we just can't move yous up in here. We're gonna have to, uh, if you don't have a place or something, we'll have to find us one. If you've got somewhere you can stay, and we can you can come over here and stay for a few hours, or maybe every now and then stay one night or something, and then we go over at your place if it's not too far or whatever, till because my wife's like, well, they need to get to know. Well, rushing them ain't gonna help us. I understand maybe at first glance, I may have me and my wife both may have the hots for somebody, and they might too. They might like us both the same way, but the problem always happens when you don't really know somebody good enough, and you let them move all this stuff in here. And by the way, we know that it's not possible, anymore. But because like I say, we rent here, and I'm not going to throw any personal info out here because I'm going to share this on Twitter, and I don't want them to take us down. But if you're out here in the Decatur, Tennessee area, and you're out here, we were out here, close by Five Point Baptist Church, and just right up the road. So just if you ever see uh, me or my wife out or whatever, you can if you see this video, you can holler at us on the Twitter. We usually check it a little bit throughout, a little bit each day. But we like, she likes art and reborn dolls, and we pretty much everything else. We watch a little bit of TV. She watches her Lifetime movies, and we like game shows and different things. We got a stuffed animal collection too, a little bit. But she's, like me, she sprayed it, her reborn doll collection thing kind of getting in the way. And I said, well, these people likes that stuff. We just, I mean, I told her the main problem is they see her carrying one of these things, and these dang nurses and doctors and all this other stuff goes and starts all this stuff. And, it's kind of like when we had our Facebook, we didn't know what we had it for. And I didn't really intend on nothing except, I'd get on there and do a comment here and there, the Braves or, wrestling, which I don't even watch the wrestling that much anymore. I just can't stomach to watch it half the time, and it's not as good as it once was. But yeah, we like all kinds of music, classic rock. She likes a little bit of hip hop and rap once in a while, and she likes country. Me and her basically got all that in common, all this stuff. So once you see what you get. But no, I'm just kind of refraining from making that many videos, and because it's just I used to kind of come out here. Me and her did, a little bit, but a lot more. But I'm just trying to kind of refrain. But I thought, well, I ain't, made a video in a while. But hopefully somebody will see this, and hopefully sometime very soon, maybe somebody, maybe we can prove these, people out here wrong. That there is somebody out here somewhere. Like I told my wife, I hate it when, you know, uh, you people come up in here telling all these little white lies about, that you're homeless and you ain't got nowhere to go, and that's just, it's freaking crazy. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say me and her's rich, but when we outnumber the person that we had up here, that's pretty damn bad. Because I mean, our checks come out to, enough to pay bills and get a little something on the for the house. I mean, the apartment. But we're tired of being here. We've been stuck for a good while, and all the while we like doing the same things. We'd like to get out and be able to say, "Hey, we get to get out and do something fun," and I told her earlier, it just life don't seem like it's worth living anymore. It don't seem like it's worth breathing. It don't seem like it's worth the blood to put in you. Just nothing fun. Me and her want something fun, and I know, and she, I try not to be negative all the time, but it's hard not to with the way you treat us. And, I can't help, that I want things done the way me and my wife wants them done. It's the only way it's going to work. I know she's, like me in a lot of ways. It just she's able to put up with my voice because she's known it. She's been around it. She's been around it from the first day she's met me. And when things got a little bit loud, and things at the time when I was explaining things, she knew how my voice tone was. And like I said, it's you know things, and it's things like I said. No, nobody's perfect. If we was, we wouldn't be having this discussion. I don't expect our bestie, our unicorn bestie, to be perfect. But if you can't handle our our way of looking at things, and if we're going to upset you over the smallest, little bittiest thing, and you're just going to get your little feelings hurt and go home and cry to whoever it is, and I not even have to cuss you, and not even have to do anything. This, the most recent of things is a woman that we who didn't plan on having in here, and was already taken up anyway. But she's one of those EMTs, and she come in here. My wife tried and talk to her about something, so I thought, oh, okay. Usually I chime in, and uh, there's just something that it wasn't anything bad. It was about how they were treating her at these, volunteer jobs at boys and girls clubs and things like that. And she got a little feelings hurt because she's trying to take me the wrong way and saying, "Oh, I said she's going to do that," and I said, and I didn't really say it is in that way, but I said it's what she had happened to her, and in the past. But she was thinking, that we were doing, I guess, like we was just going to go around and tell everybody all that, and we don't do that. I mean, when you see us in the store, we shop, we get what we got to get out. Here in a couple of days, we'll be going to, try to figure out, or I'll, whatever, try to figure out how, she may have to run an errand or something. I don't know. But 17th is our food stamp day, so like I said, we don't. It's supposed to be that that Martin Luther King junk coming up. So, Scepter ain't running that day. I already called him last week. But anyway, I just kind of want to go over a few things, but at the end of the day, it's not me or my wife, really. It's just, she, like I said, it would take, it's right now, I'm at